Hey guys, okay, so today I'm going to do the Milso Tag. I'm also going to do this with Briana, so I will leave her link down below as well. And yeah, so I hope you guys keep watching and let's go. So number one, what branch of service is your boyfriend in? My boyfriend is in the Army. I don't really want to go into depth like what kind of job he does, but let me tell you, it's an intense job. I mean, every guy or girl in the Army that works in the Army, it is a hard job, but I personally feel like his job is kind of intense. How long have you been with him? I have been with Brandon for about 2 years, and I guess in a couple of weeks it's gonna be 2 years, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, did you meet him before or after you joined? Honestly, there's a really long story behind that, but I don't really want to go through it. So basically, we started talking again when he was class or something. I don't really want to go into that again, but we were talking then, and we just texted and called each other when he was available and things like that, and it all worked out. So yeah, that's when we started talking and things like that. What is the hardest part of being a military girlfriend? The hardest part of being a military girlfriend is, personally, what I think, is not being with Brandon at night. Just, you guys or girls at home can sit on the couch and watch TV with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and I can't do that. I watch TV by myself, I do things by myself, and I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm not saying it's good either. Personally, going to bed at night, not sleeping with the person you love right beside you, it is really hard for me, so, whew, but yeah. When will you get to see your military man? Honestly, I don't know when I'm going to see Brandon again. I think maybe within the month. If not, then during the summer. We make it work just with the communication, like Skype and phone calls and text messages and things like that. So yeah, but I don't really know when I'm going to see him again, and I usually don't stress about that, because once I stress myself about that, that's the only thing I'm worrying about, and I can't do that. Do you have a good, stable relationship? We're a really strong couple for what we've gone through so far, with almost being 2 years now, and we're still our long-distance relationship. It's really good, so we are in a good, stable relationship. Has your boyfriend ever been deployed? Yes, Brandon has been deployed. His first deployment was a year ago, sometime around, a year ago. He got deployed to Afghanistan, and honestly, it was last minute thing. Being a military girlfriend and not being married to him while he was deployed, it was hard, because honestly, I didn't know, right away what was going on and things like that. It was mainly friends and family first. He definitely, did what he can to talk to me and things like that. So, yeah, he was deployed, and yeah. If so, how many times and where? I think I just answered that, but he was only deployed once so far. I don't really know the future, what's gonna happen, but I hope he doesn't get deployed. All us Milsos don't want our loved ones to be deployed, but what do you gotta do? Okay. During deployments, do you struggle with being happy? Honestly, that's a really tricky question. I mean, no Milso or nobody really wants, their soldier to be deployed and go through something that is just horrifying, their family's back at home just doing their everyday routine or whatever, and your soldier is out there, you know, fighting for us and things like that. So it's really hard. Sorry, I'm gonna get emotional. Okay, everyone's not happy when they get deployed, but you make yourself happy. Like, you have to tell yourself that you have to be happy, because every day, whew, every day is just gonna be longer if you just sit at home and think about, you know, your loved one being deployed and things like that. That's a really hard question, honestly. It's hard being happy, but you have to have your friends and family by your side no matter what. You know, you have to turn to them and talk to them and be open with them and just tell them your feelings. And if they don't, you know, appreciate that, or they don't really understand, you can't get mad at that. You need to be like, okay, yeah, I understand that you guys don't really understand what I'm going through, but just be there for me. So basically have your family during this whole deployment. So yeah, hard question. Has your relationship ever ended due to distance? No, it hasn't. Our relationship hasn't ever ended because of the distance. When we have a problem, we figure out how we're going to overcome this problem, how we're going to work on it. We work on it together. If you guys work on it alone and figure out things by yourself, you shouldn't even be in that relationship, or, you know, a military relationship, or even a long distance relationship. So yeah, it doesn't have to be someone in the military. If you can't handle with the distance, then you shouldn't be in that kind of relationship at all. It's just gonna hurt you and things like that. Uniform or civilian clothes? Holy crap, Brandon would laugh at me right now. Honestly, I really think he's like so hot in uniform. I'll insert a picture here. I think, you know, guys in uniforms are just a symbol of, you know, we fight for our country and we're proud of it. And when I look at Brandon and in his uniform, I'm so blessed to call him my hero. I am so excited when I see him in uniform. But yeah, basically uniform. I mean, civilian clothes, he's still, you know, good looking and things. But I don't know, if you know your soldier that well, you just know that he fits that uniform really well, and that's what he's made to wear and things like that. Personally, that's what I feel. So, has he given you his dog tags to wear? Yes, he has given me his dog tags to wear. It was the cutest way how he gave it to me. It was actually when he graduated from his training. I couldn't go see his graduation, which was the saddest thing ever. Like, I will always want to be there for him when he accomplished things like that. But yeah, so he actually wrapped it, like he put it in a box or something with a lot of other things. And his mom came back, she's like, oh, here's your box, da, da, da. And I was like, okay. I look in it and the shirt and things like that. The very last thing was his dog tags. And I got so emotional because that's just something of his, you know? It's part of him, and that was the first thing that I ever gotten from him. So it was really touching and things like that. But yeah, so I have gotten his dog tags and I still have them. They're actually in my car and they're just hanging there with prayer beads and things like that. So, do you enjoy dating a man in the military? I do. I mean, again, there are some things you have to think about before you start dating someone in the military. There's the deployment, there's long distance, and just everything that you have to think about. But yeah, I don't regret not starting to date him, because honestly, he's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And being in the military or being not in the military, he is who he is, and he shows me that every day. He shows me how much he loves me every day, and that's all that matters. He is amazing. Ever wished you had met someone who wasn't in the military? Nope. That's it. No. Brandon is just everything that I've always wanted in a guy. And, you know, in the military again or out of the military, he's perfect. Do you cherish time with him since he leaves so much? Or more with him since he leaves so much? I do. And I feel like every Milso should, because you don't know when he's going to get deployed. And I know I've said that a lot, but deployment is huge. Deployment is risking their lives out there. And you don't want to sit at home and be like, oh my gosh, I haven't been with him that long. I wish I could be with him more. No, you do not want to have that in the back of your mind. And I feel like just, you know, your loved one and you just having that quality time is the most amazing thing ever. And you guys will love it. You guys will cherish it so much and have these memories to think about and have this deployment go faster and say, hey, I can't wait to see you. Like, I can't wait to have more memories like that to come. Like, it's going to be amazing. So if you love them, you would do whatever it takes to take your time and be with that person. So yeah. Is your man trustworthy when it comes to being faithful? Yes. Brandon is so trustworthy. He is so faithful. It's unbelievable how much I literally give him my heart. Like, I know that's weird to say, but I give him everything I've got and I trust him completely. I know him too well to have him like crush me or things like that. He's my best friend and I tell him anything and he tells me anything, so I trust him with everything I got. So yeah. Has he ever surprised you with homecomings? No. I would probably like it, but at the same time I wouldn't, because I don't know, I just love picking him up from the airport. I love being there and running into his arms. It's just amazing because I know that he's here and I know that he's safe. Ooh, why are some of these questions like intense? I just know that he's safe and I know that he's there, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm really the homecoming kind of girl now that I think of it. I mean, I've told him I wanted to do it, you know, have him to come home, surprise me and things like that. But honestly, I don't think that that's what I want or anything. Real men wear combat boots. Ooh. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think real men wear combat boots. I mean, our guys do go out and risk their lives and things like that, so they wear the combat boots. But I feel like civilian men, they do, like when they're kind of subject area or their things like that, they do pretty intense jobs too. So I don't know. It's really hard to say, and I don't want anyone to like be like, oh my gosh, why are you saying this? Why don't you think that our military men, you know, wear whatever, like real men, you know, go out and fight? Like, I don't know. I just don't want to really get into that. Next, are you in love with your military man? Okay, this question is just, I don't know. Yes, I love my military man. Brandon, I love you. Obviously. But seriously, I do love you. All right, number 20. If you could tell him one thing, what would it be? Basically, in my last question, babe, I love you so much. You know I'm strong for you. You know that every day is ticking by and we will be together soon. So that's straight to you, babe. All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope it helped. And if not, again, comment down below, like if you want, and subscribe if you want. But other than that, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks, guys. Bye.